What's good, YouTube? It's Stud HD coming to you guys with a brand new video. And today in this video, we're going to be checking out the new Joe Mixon roster revolution card in Madden 25. And I'm honestly very excited to use this Joe Mixon card. We do have him on a Bengals theme team, so he's going to be getting a lot of +1 boost to his stats. He is 6'1", 220 pounds. He's got 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 96 carrying, 95 change of direction, 95 truck, and 99 break tackle. He also has 99 juke and spin move. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the good spin move. It seems like it's either only super tall players or super fat players basically get the really glitchy spin move, but he does have 95 change of direction and also 74 short route running, so overall really solid card here. Now if we take a look at his abilities, he does get bulldozer baked on for 0 AP, but for his discounted ability buckets, he gets 3 of them: human joystick for 1, tank for 1, backyard master for 1, and grab and go for 0 AP. In his other ability bucket, he has the same 4 abilities, but what's actually kind of odd here is that he also gets all of those abilities for 0 AP in his other ability buckets. So we're using tank for 0 AP, but he also has human joystick for 0, as you'll notice. He also has armbar for 0, spin cycle, jukebox, backyard halfback, tireless runner. We also have balance beam for 0 AP and a lot of other abilities you definitely could run with. But for the sake of this gameplay, we're using balance beam, human joystick, tank, backfield master, and grab and go for 0 AP. By the way, human joystick and grab and go are basically the same thing, but there's no other ability I can run for 0 AP. And of course, bulldozer. So let's go ahead and get into a game and check out how Joe Mixon plays. All right, guys. Well, we have got into a game. We do have Joe Mixon in these nice old orange jerseys. Let's go ahead and get our first run with Mixon. We're only going to be gaining 2 yards. I will say the run game is a little hard this year in Madden, so we'll see if we could actually get Mixon going, but it looks like we will have Gesicki, and he's going to be getting us that first down there. All right, we're going to run to this right side. Hopefully we can get a decent block or something, and Mixon up the middle is going to be getting us 3 yards. You know, that's better than the first carry we had. All right, I don't think he actually has an inside stuff, so Mixon, just give me like a decent block or something. Looks like we should have AJ Green. Hold on to that ball. AJ is going to be holding on to it, getting us that big first down. All right, Mixon in the flat. We do have that tank on, so if he tries to hit stick, we will break that tackle, and it looks like he was trying to break that. By the way, we are in the playoffs here. If there's any reason to run this ball, it would be on this specific down, and Mixon is going to be getting us that first down there. All right, we're going to go back to the flats. Mixon is getting that ball. He's getting hit sticked, but he's still going to be picking us 4 yards. There's always one player that basically comes in free. We need to find a way to block them, and Mixon is going to be going to the house, it looks like. I'm trying to truck through them. I thought Mixon had an open field for the touchdown, but we do get down to the 2-yard line. All right, he's bringing in his linebackers. Mixon, I just need you to get into this end zone. He's not going to be able to. Actually, he's breaking off the tackle. Mixon, can you please get in there? If my opponent is smart, he run commits on this play. And Joe Mixon is going to be getting us the touchdown on 4th and 2. It only took 6 minutes of recording time, but we got the touchdown finally on our first drive. All right, we got to lock in. We're going against this, I guess, partial Chargers theme team, it looks like. And can we get an interception? And we are going to be getting the interception. Jesse Bates, literally with no abilities, is able to get that interception, which is nice. Maybe we get a pick 6. Hold on. Pick 6 is imminent. Pick 6 is possible. The pick 6 is going to be happening at halftime. Jesse Bates with a big play. All right, so we have got into game number 2. Depending on if it is game number 2, I'm not 100% sure. I just know that I have Mixon in this backfield, and Mixon is just not able to get a free run. Guys, I'm playing against people who don't have D-line abilities, and I'm still struggling. I just cannot get a good block. Like, look, what is 68 doing? Somebody explain what my offensive lineman just did there. I just cannot believe that he just completely ran away from the one block that Joe Mixon needed, but doesn't matter. Joe Mixon's going to be getting us his first down. He's getting us a lot more yards. We're going to juke inside, maybe spin move. Oh, the stick work. The stick work. Joe Mixon with the touchdown. By the way, this is a head-to-head ranked game. I'm not actually ranked at the moment, so basically a placement match, but I'll take my touchdown. Look at Mixon, man. All right, my opponent does have Marshawn Lynch, so we got a little Joe Mixon on Marshawn Lynch gameplay. All right, I'm not going to lie, I did not mean to switch stick there, but it does actually work out in my favor. Mike Hilton actually ended up getting us the ball there. All right, is he going to be running this? This literally just screams out run, or it's a play action, and he's going to have his Marshawn, but that's not going to matter. We do have, I think that was Taylor Britt who ended up knocking that ball out. I'll take it. Can we get a stop here? And we are not going to be able to get a stop. The same guy who ends up making a big play for us gives up a massive play. All right, he's going to be running this ball with Marshawn. It's not going very much anywhere other than to 1 yard. And we have Mike Hilton sitting in the flats like Mike Hilton always does. And honestly, I don't actually want to score this. I kind of want him to actually tackle me. That could have been a pick six easily, but I want the ball with Joe Mixon. I want him to cook up. All right, we'll see if my O-line actually decides to block anybody, and that is a good block. Joe Mixon fighting off of that hit stick. It doesn't matter. He's got tank. We actually finally get a good run out of Mixon. You love to see it. Also, can somebody, like, at Joe Mixon on Instagram, Twitter, or something, and tell him to, like, get a face scan in Madden, please? His character model looks so goofy looking. But we are just falling off of every hit stick possible right now. He cannot be tackled. All right, if there's any time that I would like to get a first down, it would be this one. And can we get a block? We are gonna not get a block. I guess I should have taken my pick six. All right, I'm gonna put Joe Mixon on this route. We're gonna see if it gets open. I don't think it's going to, but if it does get open, I'm going to absolutely chuck this ball at him. And Joe Mixon, hold on to that ball. Oh, he doesn't get it. And my opponent's going to get a pick six off of this. Well, I tried. All right, so our last drive did not go to plan. I tried to throw that ball to Mixon. Unfortunately, it just didn't go my way there. So looks like we're just going to have to heat up on this one. My opponent stays trying to hit stick him. Stop doing that. Mixon is going to break off of it every single time. All right, worst case, we're going to Gesicki. Actually, we're going to Gesicki anyways. And T. Higgins, I was hoping you'd cut it up the field and maybe give me a block. Now we're out here passing this ball. It's not even a Joe Mixon gameplay anymore. It is I guess a Bengals team gameplay. Look at AJ Green getting me the first. All right, it might be crazy for me to be running against this. I'm going to do it anyways, and it just looks like it's a perfect time to run this ball, and Mixon's going to be getting us 8 yards on the carry. All right, I'm going to be honest. I forgot what this is. Double mug. I don't think I'd recommend it. It's not going to be working, and Mixon's going to be getting us this first down. Looks like Mixon's going to be open in the flats, and we'll see if we can get a touchdown off of it. Mixon is going to be getting us the touchdown. Hey, if I can't get him a rushing touchdown, I will take all of my receiving touchdowns I can get. Oh, we just got a pass interference interception. That is hilarious. That probably should have been a legal contact. I absolutely ran immediately into his player, and I got awarded with it. Shout out to the bad refs in EA Sports video games. Or that's just great man coverage. I don't know what it is. According to Sauce Gardner, that's clamps. All right, Mixon, I'm going to give you this ball back. You're going to go and score me a touchdown. We're going to get hit stick. Don't matter. I'll bounce right off of that. 5 yards. We got 5 catches, 107 yards. I am using Mixon like a real running back as a receiver. All right, if we can just get a big rushing touchdown, though, that would be nice. Like, can somebody just block for me, please? All right, we're going to be taking our field goal. As long as we don't get a lag spike or anything, which should be up and good. We'll take a 2-possession lead. All right, will this be a run? It's not going to be a run. It's just going to be a little bit of a play action, and looks like Devontae Adams is going to be getting quite a bit of yards there. So I assume my opponent is probably going to be scoring on this drive. He's basically just ran hurry up, and I haven't really changed my defense at all. It is what it is. We're up by 2 possessions regardless, so as long as we basically chew some clock here, which is not exactly my goal. Looks like he's going to try something crazy, and that's not going to happen. Cam Taylor-Britt is going to be getting that ball. Kind of hoping that if I go to this fake jet, that he'll maybe just take off on Higgins, thinking I'm going to a jet sweep. I'm actually not. It's just going to be Mixon up the middle, and Mixon's getting us 4 yards. His main game has really been the catching, and we're going to go back to another receiving catch here, and Mixon is falling forward. Will he be ready for the run on the outside? Mike Tolbert, I need you to give me a block. Mike, can you get me a block? He is going to be getting me a block. He's actually going to get, I think, 2 of them, and Mixon is still fighting for more yards. I really would like to get him a rushing touchdown. I just don't know if it's possible. Also, for some reason, my opponent is not actually calling timeouts, which is very surprising. All right, we're going back to this run. He can run commit all he wants. Mixon is going to be breaking off that, and Mixon, can you get into the end zone? Mixon's falling forward into the end zone. We get the touchdown rushing the ball with Mixon. And also, just to kind of showboat a little, we're going to be giving Mixon a carry on the ground in the end zone. And, well, guys, that is going to do it for today's video using the new Joe Mixon in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. And Joe Mixon had himself a game. I just really wish that the run game was just a little bit better in this game. We weren't able to do too much on the ground. I mean, if we do take a look at his stats in the 2 games that we did play, we had 22 attempts for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 13 broken tackles, a rush for 20 yards. But if we also take a look at the receiving stats, he had 8 catches catches, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So in reality, he had basically 4 touchdowns. Joe Mixon, I mean, he basically performed as good as he possibly could. Of course, we do have him on that Bengals theme team, but if you guys do have a Texans theme team, Bengals theme team, or if you're just looking for a 98 speed running back who gets all of these abilities for basically 0 AP besides backfield master, I highly recommend this card. It's a really good card nonetheless. So let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. But if you guys did like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Have a good rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.